Back in week 1, the Bengals lost a blowout in their last matchup against the Browns. Can Cleveland do it again? Find out next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here come the Bengals now to take over.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
On first down, Hurts.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He completes it to Tate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
They'll run on first down. Pryor, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Rolling to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down. Pryor, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for Pryor in last week's game, 11 carries, 52 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hurts.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Micah Parsons. He has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. Second down and goal. Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself,
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They ain't ready for
A
us.
young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit. I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. How about that, their quarterback? the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And, Charles, this defense, you might say they're looking forward to a matchup like this. You like to get a team, I would imagine, when they're down, and this is a group that's lost 4 straight.
But their head coach made it very clear in his weekly media availability that everybody's a threat. We're not taking anyone lightly. He's making sure that we know that he's great.
And he works free.
Oh!
Still going. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Bengals score.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4.
Hurts throw pulled in by Tate.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the 1st half. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this 1st half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's brought in left side by Tate. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Pryor has it complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On 2nd down, Pryor. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start with a couple of heavyweights in the AFC. The big game of the weekend, New England taking on Pittsburgh. And they're at halftime with the Steelers out in front. The Steelers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Josh Jacobs, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 81 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
A big play there on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
They'll run on first down. Pryor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go, baby.
So here are the Browns to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 11. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Cleveland. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Back to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
Now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, they'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. For a graduate of the Naval Academy, back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games, here's why go crawl under a rock until it's over. Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence steps away. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Hurts.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Hurts.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Call it a loss of 18. And that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.